gotta talk about that episode. Hopping into episode 7, I feel like Woo Jin-chul is super suspicious of Sung Jin-woo at this point because he's been at the center of too many conflicts that are really rare, and he keeps coming out of them unscathed. It makes you ask the question, does Sung Jin-woo have PTSD from taking a life? I mean, it would make sense. I'm just asking, though. He does seem super reflective. He definitely is a person for introspection, but he seems super reflective in this episode over what he just did. He doesn't seem to be wrestling with the morality of it. It's clear that they were in the wrong and they were trying to harm him. It just seems like he's reflecting over the fact that he did it, even though the system kind of coerced him into doing it. Not kind of, no, the system told him it would take his life. The system coerced him into taking a life, and he's still reflective about it. I do like that he established his priorities. He's like, if it's to keep my mother and my sister safe, y'all can all go. I want smoke. Y'all got it. I like that he established his priorities there and reaffirmed his priorities. The harmful substance removal is definitely dope. I can see that coming into play later. And I like that he tests out every new ability he finds out that he has. He just seems to be experimenting with the system and the powers that it gives him. And I love that. I think that's great. I like that Jin-ho can keep a secret. He's a cinnamon roll, clearly. Jin-ho is definitely best boy. I like that he can keep a secret. I like the idea of using the guild as a business. Jin-ho's dad, I don't remember his first name, the head of Yoonji Construction. I think he's smart for that. And the 30 billion number was staggering. I think that converts to like 2.3 mil US. One thing that stood out to me that a lot of other reviewers, reactors are discussing is they took him and his offer at the end that Jin-ho made to Jin-woo. They took that as a threat. I didn't take that as a threat. I think that was just like meant to reassure Jin-woo, which is why I don't think Sung Jin-woo attacked him, because I think it wasn't a threat, and I think he realized that. We meet Hwang Dong-suk. He's dangerous to technology. He's breaking iPads and cell phones and shit. Like, I get that he's mad, but damn. It's interesting, though, that he can't go kill Sung Jin-woo because basically it doesn't fit in his schedule. I love that. That's really cool. But he looks like a good, menacing bad guy, so I'm excited to see him again in the future. That doubling the reward gave him more rewards. I didn't even think of that. Like, what if he does more than 100 push-ups or runs more than 10 kilometers? I like that doubling it gave him the rewards. Definitely this episode proved to me that the system is legitimately faster. It's responding to his thoughts intuitively rather than just voice commands and stuff like that. He seems to be more comfortable with it, which I like for us to be 7 episodes in. It's little moments like that that are indicative of a character's progress, and I think a lot of animes and works could utilize that more often. If it's a technique that they have, maybe they just do it a little bit faster at episode 7 than they did in episode 1. The next thing that happened in the episode was the Cerebus fight. And can we agree that this is a top 5 anime? Can we just get that out the way? Me and you, personally. You can tell me. It's okay. It's a top 5 anime. I understand. The visuals, all right? The score, the action, the choreo. Oh, the fact that, oh my God, the fact that Sung Jin-woo is one of the most resourceful main characters I've ever seen. The animation was clearly peak. I like that it was actually doing a lot of damage to him. Like, it was really like tanking his HP. That's how you know you're going up against a boss that you're not supposed to be going up against when one hit puts you in the red. I didn't know monsters have skills. That's a first. Because the Cerebus used a skill that doubled his stats. That's really interesting. I would like to see that utilized more as well and see how the main character balances his buffs and debuffs, if he can get debuffs, which came up in the episode, with the buffs and debuffs of the enemy. Overall, it was a great fight. Cerebus was whooping that ass bad. He was beating on him. Magic Pixel multiple times, and he had to go in the store. You know it's bad when you got to go in the store mid-match. You got to use the power of the credit card. Or in his case, accumulated gold to get potions and stuff like that. I wonder if the store levels up with him. Because, like, the potions and stuff that he had didn't really seem to be broken. Like, if the system can create something like an S-rank dungeon, then I imagine there are going to be some wacky things in the store, maybe armors, maybe weapons, because we know that armors and weapons could be made from monsters. So I think that'll be exciting to see. I like that he got the buffs of the snake venom that he got from the snake boss, and the system itself neutralized the debuffs. So, like, you know how in Skyrim, if you're like me and you just throw things together randomly, you get a potion of enhanced smithing that does like 400,000 poison damage. It's basically removing that and keeping only the positive effects. Which, speaking of Skyrim, might be an actual perk on the Skyrim. I'm off topic. I like that he did not go to the castle. I like him admitting, full stop, I'm not ready for the castle. I love that. You know, a main character that knows his limits. Pushing his limits is cool, which is what he was doing fighting with Cerebus. Let's not, you know, mince words about it. He wasn't ready to fight Cerebus at all. He wasn't ready. He pushed past his limits and he got it done, but he wasn't ready when he walked in. I'm excited for him to use the elixir of life to heal his mama. I'm excited for that. Got to see Mama Dearest come out of the eternal slumber, the Odin sleep. So that was episode 7. Another fantastic episode. They're really banging them out. Even though it wasn't a lot of action, they saved it all for the end. That was still great. Fantastic.